So I see that one of my videos a while ago is going viral. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about why we are so tied to making Dollar Tree dusting powder, the it thing. And so I just want to talk about it. Let's rewind, if you may. So about 3.5 years ago, TT came on TikTok talking about dusting powders, the dusting powders that our grandmas used to use. We talked about how to use the powders, safety around the powders, what dusting powder meant to our community, how we learned about this beautiful self-care ritual. I talked about the fact that I've been powdering since I was 7 years old, how my mother, who passed away in 2022, put me on to dusting powders, fragrance, feminine hygiene way back, okay? Way back when we were talking about Chantilly, Chanel, when the Avon perfume body powders were out. So my video was about dusting powder versus body powder and how dusting powder and body powder are two different things. First off, way back with the Avon powders, which we all loved back then, we didn't know any better. They contained talc. We learned 20 some years ago with the Johnson & Johnson fiasco that talcum powder was bad for you, right? And so all of the companies level set. The ones who still did powders level set, but the major fragrance houses stopped making luxury dusting powders. So TT came to TikTok 3.5 years ago talking about luxury dusting powders for this millennial. I'm talking about designer inspired powders, not your Elizabeth Taylors and those. And I remember the very first time I went viral, right? The girls were in the comments, millions of them. What is dusting powder? Tell me about dusting powder. Oh, I've only heard of Elizabeth Taylor. My grandma used to wear it. I don't want to smell like that. And TT said, no, we have designer inspired, professionally infused dusting powders because I've been creating them for over a decade, professionally infused, finely milled dusting powders like your grandmas used to use, but in elevated fragrances: Burberry Goddess, Burberry Her, Donna Born in Roma, Baccarat 540, and so many more, right? We talked about this. We've been talking about it for years. I've taught you how to clean your powder puffs, how to utilize your powders, where to utilize your powders. And never in any of that did we ever mention a body powder. Now, we've talked about body powders numerous times. We've talked about what body powders are intended to do. The Dollar Tree powders are body powders, not dusting powders. So my original video was all based on the fact that Dollar Tree body powder and dusting powder are two different things. And look, I think we're missing the fact that here's my mindset on it, right? I don't want to stand 10 toes down on a corporate conglomerate around powders when a woman came to you from experience and reintroduced this back to the world. Okay, I hear your grandmas used to do it. I've seen the comments and all of that, but you weren't doing it. You weren't doing it until we started talking about it again. So if you came across, so the Dollar Tree powders were really birthed because of the conversation around dusting powder, the trend. My name is B. I'm the original creator of Dusting Powder TikTok, where we talked all things dusting powders in the magical, enchanted world of dusting powders. It was about bringing it back to the younger generation because TT, right, I'm Gen X. So, we grew up on powders. We had powders with every fragrance house. You couldn't buy a perfume without a powder coming with it. That has been long gone. So it was about introducing it back to you guys. It was never about feeling or sounding like we created dusting powders. Dusting powders have been around many centuries. And so coming back with this powder routine and this beautiful self-care ritual was very important to me. It was something that my mother handed down to me. And when she passed, she said, make sure you take this over to TikTok so that the girls are able to jump on it too. So whether or not you're using a body powder, a dusting powder, a perfume body powder, whatever it may be, know that it's about the experience, right? If it wasn't about the experience, you wouldn't be pouring the powder into those pretty bowls with the pretty puffs. All of that came from me talking about it years ago. I want the girls to really, really enjoy the experience of powdering. And so I've spent many years now on TikTok talking about it, right? Talking about my experience with powdering. And I'm not here to make Dollar Tree rich. I'm not here to make them any richer than they already are. I'm here to talk about what a dusting powder really, really means. What it feels like on your body, what it smells like on your skin. With it being a skin fragrance, what it can do to elevate your perfume layering experience. That is what Be Enchant is about. I'm not here for the mess. I'm not here for the drama. But if you're interested in learning what this beautiful ritual is all about, hit that follow button. Follow TT. I'm more than willing to show you and tell you all about it. Check out my dusting powder playlist where we talk about cleaning your powder puffs, sanitation, so much more. It goes deeper than just the powder. All right, as always, TT loves you. Bye.